So I don't forget. Once again, tonight's race is an open seed, open mode. I don't know who I'm racing. I won't find out until the race is over. Hopefully, we can do this in less than 2 hours, but you never know. Here we go. Started my timer a little early, but that's okay. I don't really care about. I'm not like aiming for like super accurate timing. So yeah, we're gonna do this race, this open mode race, and then after that, I've got some work to do tonight, data manipulation, and possibly some simulations. But I need a break. Okay, I went for extra money there, but it's okay. I probably didn't need that much. So yeah, season one starts Friday at 4 p.m. my time. But I have a meeting, so I'm not gonna be able to join the first race of the season, unfortunately. Boo hiss, but work's more important. So hopefully, I'll get to do a race for season one soon after, in the next couple of days after the season starts. Ooh, some free bombs. I will gladly take free bombs. 3 free. Yeah, this is kind of the vanilla mode. Vanilla modes. Boots. Figure if I can get into the habit of this will be a good seed for me to work on things logically. Trying to dash more. Glove. 100 rupees. Art piece. And rupees. Okay. A bottle. That's amazing. This is a good start to Kakariko Village, let's be honest. And thank you for all the hosts so far. I'm sorry I didn't read them off earlier, but everybody who's hosting, auto hosting, I appreciate it. You have many people you could host, and you chose to host me. Extra bombs, nice. A shield, another heart piece, and another heart piece. Okay. But we can do a full clear of like everything here in CAC Village. Starting off with Chicken Hut. Blue mail. I know I could have dashed out, but if you talk to that person, they have like a long little speech. Don't want to deal with it. More rupees. Bombs are good. I wish I had a real weapon. Unfortunately, bombs are not really a weapon. They're a pseudo weapon in my book. But we can check the library, and whatever it is, we can get it. It's early in the seed. I'll grab the heart piece. Why not? Moon Pearl, we are definitely doing the race game. Yes, this is a ladder race. Yeah, not this time. This is straight up open, normal difficulty with advanced logic. Hey, I will continue to try those. Um, I will definitely, go and do um, these races and continue to try the mystery settings, and we'll get better. A bee in a bottle. 2 bottles. The sword. And the thing is, Ulkesh, is that even though we did that expert seed the one time, what we didn't do is we didn't have expert item functionality, which is a whole nother beast. Expert pool versus expert item functionality is like, um, so like expert item functionality is like the cape and the cane and the hookshot and boomerangs don't all function their normal way. Wow, 3 bottles already, and a lot of money. So like invincibility items only work in the rooms where they would be required. So like Spike Cave, would the cape and the cane would work as normal, but if I was and consume normal amounts of magic, but if like I was in the Ganon fight and had um and used it, it would like consume magic at like soup. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted to do. It would actually consume magic at a like an advanced rate. I don't know if that's how that works. But we're gonna try. It did work. A water walk. Ha! Take that game. I pulled off that glitch. I know, extreme hacks. I know that I wanted to head to Zora and do a couple of checks here because I have so much money already. Okay, Cane of Brian, Burna, whatever you want to call it. But with over 1,000 rupees, I was like, why not check Zora? And the boots and the Moon Pearl give you a really easy way to do a really simple water walk. So I was like, I might as well do them together and knock it out. Still worthless, but, you know, save time. I do like the new clock stopwatch. I think that's actually better. Yo, Dopey. Yeah, I'm trying out my. This is my first real stream with Streamlabs OBS active. Titan's mitts, 20 rupees, and bombs. Okay, I know where we're going next. Not that anything really on this setup is OBS or Streamlabs OBS specific, but for my normal stream setup, we actually added the chat box. And as I continue to add stuff, we'll make improvements. Don't we all? There's stuff that I want to do, and I just haven't had the time to do the research I want to. Like I'm looking over the OBS stuff, and I'm going, they got the you can get the themes or whatever, but you gotta pay for like a subscription. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to pay for the subscription. Like I'd buy a theme if I could just buy a theme because like there's a couple I might like for certain like as something different. But I don't know. Map check. Fire, ice are two trash pendants. Which were the two good crystals? Pod and skull are good crystals. I have a feeling I know what it is based on previous discussions. Because I feel like you had said something you were doing. So I have a hunch. Although I could be completely off base, so. I mean, I'm also thinking like, do I want to, you know, hire an artist and get like a some kind of front banner page? Like I think I'm interested in doing that. So Yeah, believe me, I've I've only done like basic look into it. What do I want to do? And it's always just like, what do I want it to look like? How much do I want to spend? Like I love what Angel has. Like that's really neat. So like I'm thinking like, okay, I'd like to do something like that. So, and since I've like been spending less money given the current situation, like I do have the spare money to make that kind of adjustment to my own setup. Okay, the book, the cape, the lamp, and the fire shield. Um, you know what? Book, lamp, cape. So, like those are some things I want to do, and then also I want a headset of some sort, but I have no idea what I want to get. Because what I really want to do is I want to free up to not have to use the laptop webcam anymore. Um, it's just like I don't like the angle of the laptop webcam as much. Like I could put it here in front of me and have kind of an angle of me looking at it, but I still don't like it. So, like I miss the old webcam setup, but I just don't have the USB the way I want it to be. We're gonna use you later. So it's like I'm trying to learn from like what everybody's doing. Oops, I forgot that I had a fairy in a bottle. Crap. Amateur move, Jess. See, the only thing is like I don't have a desktop computer. Like I know that's you're using a desktop for yours, right? Yeah. See, mine's on my laptop, so little different. I think I mismarked my map of the crystals, but I'm gonna have to check. I just realized I can do King's Tomb. Titan's Mitts really help. Good thing I went and did to King's Tomb. We should check our Light World stuff. Hera is green pendant. Okay. Like, I have a limited space to kind of do extra setup. So that's, if I could have a great desktop computer to use for stuff, awesome, but it's not viable right now, so it's kind of like, okay, what can I do? What can I implement? Add to my stream? Up the look of it. Like, I'm not trying to be super professional, but I definitely want to have something that looks a bit more scaled up or better. Terrible menuing. Like I'm starting to have the equipment that I want across the board. And that's the thing, like I still live at home. It's like I'm finishing school and so it's a cross between like the two sides. I don't have a dedicated space. This is my room. This is my space. Oh yeah. No, it was Meyer. Okay. Well, yeah. I'm glad I waited to do Death Mountain until I did that. So yeah, I mean, if I was living somewhere on my own, I would definitely put a much more, you know, individualized space and could set up that room to be that. But I don't have that space. So it's a bit more of an intimate setup. But exactly. And it works. Like, I don't think, like, I don't feel like I'm that, I'm at a disadvantage in streaming. Like, I have pretty much everything I want for it. I mean, I'm not using the onboard Xbox streaming stuff anymore. I have my own capture card. I've got a Stream Deck. I'm starting to use actual capture software, like little steps, baby steps. Although it looks like if you wanted to get that kind of stuff now, like it looks like it's sold out everywhere. Oh yeah, I can't imagine going back to native streaming anymore. I loved it, but because like it opened me up to this. But now that I have it, it's like, nope, couldn't do it. Too much functionality that's not there. Too many options that I don't think I could work without anymore. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I was thinking about that recently. I started playing Mosaic. All the achievements in Mosaic are um, for a stupid clicker game. And part of me is thinking like I should just stream it natively and then just set up a turbo clicker on controller share for myself. Because I don't have a turbo controller, but that would save me so much time. Like you have to prestige 10 times, and I prestiged the first time last night. And the big problem with it is the game doesn't save your progress really well. Awesome. Perfect play to go to Thieves Town first. Okay, Thieves gave me a hook shot, a flute, and that first crystal. Yeah. So we're gonna mirror, activate our flute. So yeah, I think the next steps for me, like, I would love to be able to. I loved having the controller map now, but I can only do that for PC. Or I'd have to come up with a really convoluted way, I guess, to make it work. Like stream to my computer while uploading the stream to Mixer. Oh, that just sounds ugly. Oh yeah, I'm sure people do it. I just I realize how much extra is going on under the hood for my computer at that point, and I don't know if I want to deal with it while also having it like my computer's good. Like, don't get me wrong, my laptop is actually a really decent laptop, and I'm really pleased with it. I just don't know if I want to put that much on it. Do I want a bottle of green goo? I've got 3 bottles already. I don't care. So yeah, it's definitely something I could do. I just don't know if it's something I would. I don't want to have to worry like I wish I could just plug my controller, have it plugged into my Xbox and plugged into my PC at the same time and have the signal kind of split. Is really what I just want. Okay, so real quick before we go into Hookshot, we're going to check two things. I need to know my medallion situation for Turtle Rock, Quake. I tried doing some research for that and I just got nowhere with it. And maybe I was just kind of like, it was a silly idea at the time. Now it's kind of like, maybe I should look again. Because now it's kind of like, hey, I'm kind of actually really liking having the controller there, especially with the fact that like I do so many games where I think it would be fun to see what I'm doing. Like I get the feeling that if I did that during my regular streams, it'd be like, hey, I think people would actually enjoy it. Like if I did it for like a platformer, just to see kind of some of the inputs that I'm doing. Like I don't think I'm not that good, but like I would think it would be interesting because I know like one of the things that at least people tell me they enjoy watching for is usually some of the skill that goes into what I'm doing. I don't know if it would ruin the mystique, but I think it could still be neat. I'm not as interested in that one, to be honest. I think it's neat. I just don't think it's for me. I think if I was like into actually playing a single game and speedrunning that game, I could see myself doing it. But because that's not what I'm doing, I just don't see it as being a me thing. Okay, nothing that I need. I really need. See, and I don't like scary games. So, rules that out. Oh, we did get the shovel as well. Another genre I don't touch. Like I said, if I got into competitive speedrunning and actually like trying to set records in games, I've found that neat. It's just not something I'm interested in. I think if I do speedrunning, it's just going to be these races. So, and I don't think that's enough really to need it. So we're going to do a few checks with this mirror. I should have done Skull Woods while I was up here, but we can always come back. Worthless. I just wish I had a bit more of a weapon to go to Skull Woods. Like a Master Sword would make a huge difference. Yeah, it was just funny. Both you and Joe both getting stream decks so soon after I did. It was just like, ha! They are really neat, though. I must say, it's been a cool little addition. Oh, do you still? Okay. Have fun. Right? I know. Like, those are like 200 some odd bucks each. Jeez. Dang it. I wish I had the Cane of Samaria for this, because that makes it so much easier. There's my bow. That's awesome. Okay. I can now do Eastern. I mean, I'm not going to say that it's all my credit for, the two of you deciding to get those. I just took the plunge. Right. I think all three of us had been talking about them. It was just kind of like a, right. Ice Rod, okay. After that, I don't have to do any of Skullwoods, I think. Oops. This could be a tough moth fight, to be honest. Fighter sword with barely any magic left. I almost wished I grabbed that bottle of green goo. That was close. I almost got grabbed by the hand while falling. Crap! Crap! Dang. We'll have to come back. I don't have the magic. Okay, Mire is Ether. Hopefully I don't have to do Mire, but if I do, I at least know what it is. Okay, we got the flippers. Don't need that. Don't know why I did that. Yeah. Thanks, Lakesh. You know, I'll post later how I do. However many minutes I lose by. Which reminds me, I do need to get up the sheet for how many items are in this dungeon. Controller is connected through a USB port. Wait, what am I missing item-wise? So that's the thing I'm not sure of, because I was thinking about that, is if I exploit the Bluetooth connection for um, the Elite 2. Like, I thought about that. But I guess the question becomes is will that work for Ah, I think it would work for you to do that. The question, I guess, is will it allow you to have both? Dang it! Yeah, so, man, I am not playing well tonight. Lighter sword. Shows I haven't played in a couple of days. Oh yeah? That stinks. I haven't tried it yet to see if it will. Yeah, I thought I had that set up on mine. I thought I did at least. And good evening, Jess. Woo! Thank you. Thank you for those embers. Okay, let's get rid of that bee. And that bee. Ah. Where do I want to go? Crap. Weird. Yeah, we're trying some new stuff out tonight. We swapped over from regular old OBS Studio to Streamlabs OBS. So for the new, none of these things are really Streamlab OBS specific, but we are now going with the controller display because I think that's a cool little addition. We got a transparent timer in our bottom right corner instead. Once again, nothing all that special, just something I think looks better. And then for the normal Xbox stuff, so the next time I stream an Xbox game, I'll have Chatbox. Sophie, you inspired me to put Chatbox in my stream. So, small changes, one by one. I've got red mail and I'm dying a ton. That's just wrong. Oh wait, I can't even get far in Swamp without a flippin' hammer. Oh, unless this is the hammer. I'm forgetting everything about how to play this game. I'm not playing well. I'm not routing well. Luckily, this is only season 0 of the ladder, and the key is that I just want to learn. Yes, this is Link to the Past randomizer. Uh, this is a 1v1 ladder race. The way it works is there is a leaderboard. Anybody who registers can, race. Half an hour before the race time, you get to sign up for the race if you so choose. Um, After all the entries have been tallied up, you get paired off. You don't get told who your opponent is. They try to make sure that the races are roughly evenly matched based on your ranking score. Um, then 10 minutes before the race time, after that matching is done, you get a seed. Every pair has a different seed layout. Um, but like my opponent and I are both racing this same setup. Um, and then right at 8 tonight, this race started. But they rotate the races like every 6 hours, and there's 5 modes. We've gotten 2 items so far. We're gonna chance it that Armos has the last item for this dungeon. Um, so tonight's race mode is called Open Mode. It's pretty much the standard randomizer mode. I've got to collect all 7 crystals, and then I've got to go climb Ganon's tower in the Dark World, and then I've got to go kill Ganon. There are 4 other modes that they use for Season 0. Um, Mystery, Cross Keys, All Dungeons Key Sanity, and Ambrosia. Wow. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Eastern's done. We got the silver arrows. Just want to load up this. Ah, what did I do? Dang it. Cleared out thieves. I can't really do. I don't want to do Ice Palace, to be honest. I'm just going back to desert. so I can clear it now. I can't enter Mire. I feel like Ice Palace is going to be whatever's next. Yeah, I don't know about when I'm going to play Gears Tactics. It looks interesting. Just, I've got enough other stuff to play. Oh wait, that door's already open. Right. Not a great play on Desert, but we cleared it. How many items does Hera have? Hera has 2. Ice has 3. I can't do a ton of ice. I can at least full clear Hera at this point. I don't like any of my options to be completely honest right now. Like there's not a good choice to be made here. I'll go finish off Skull. At least that gives me a little bit of time to think. So yes, if this is a classic game that you love from your childhood and want to experience it in a whole different way, anybody can play Link to the Past Randomizer. I know I'm probably one of the few people who has the same feelings from my childhood for it, but there are people who do. Ice you can't clear out. What can be on the pedestal? I guess a medallion could be, but that wouldn't be much of interest. Get away from the spikes, you flippin' jerk moth. Didn't want to have to burn a blue potion on you, but fine. And that's how close it was to death. Like, that was such a waste. can't clear pod without a hammer. I feel like I need to make my way the long way to pod. Like, I'm doing decent for equipment. Like, I've got the fire rod, I've got the ice rod, so I've got to hunt for the cane. I need cane, hammer, and quake, I think. And a sword. Very distracted tonight, like that. I usually play a little bit better than this. And I am getting better, but it's difficult when you know you can play better and like this is just not it. Grab it, but I don't need it really. Like I think my routing's been a little smarter tonight. I'm still making some silly mistakes, we'll call them. I've got one invincibility item, so I don't need the cane. We're gonna check out Quakefish. What do you got, Quakefish? Don't care. We're gonna go check the pyramid, and then we'll go into pod. I'm hoping that the hammer is in pod. Because really, I don't want to have to go and dive into a pendant dungeon for no reason. Yeah, and I've got some promo games to do soon. Don't need that. I've got that active neurons one. Otata. The next one from Sometimes You. And then whatever that one that just came out today from Radaleka. Crazy Guns or something. So I'll probably get to some of those this weekend. Maybe later this week. Depends on if I race. I like mixing my time now with the races. Where is my hammer? Jeez. Better sword, that's good. I will gladly work with a better sword. We are low on arrows, so we will take those arrows. That's for sure. I'm very interested though to see that light game that you're streaming this week, Dopey. Looked like a cool puzzle game, so I'm really interested. I might not pay a ton of attention just because I like to do those kind of, you know, for myself, but I definitely want to watch it at least a little bit to get a feel for it. Plus, I don't know if it's something like Joe and I would do as a co-stream of a puzzle, since we usually do a lot of those kind of puzzly type things together. So like if it is, I especially don't want to, but I kind of want to see if it's like something that I think would be fun for her and I to go through or not. By the way, did you play a Sinker? Okay, that one's a fun one. That was a cute little one of a game. Okay, there's my red cane. Yeah, I thought Sinker was fun. Short, easy 1,000, but decent little puzzles. Okay, we got 3 checks left in pod here, and then we'd have to leave unless I get a hammer. Am I gonna find a hammer? Compass, worthless. That had to be the big key. And what do we got in the big chest? Map. Great. I could do Turtle Rock actually. I forgot I had Quake. Yeah, sinker's probably about 2 or so hours. I can't do Turtle Rock either. Crap. I need a hammer to get into Turtle Rock. I can complete the inside of Turtle Rock once I get in. I just can't get in. The mental puzzle I am failing tonight. Like that's the worst part of this. Like this is the part that I usually pride myself on is like I watch people and I go, I can't execute like you, but I can think like you. Tonight, I'm not thinking. There are 2 items in the Tower of Hera. So far, we've gotten 0. But I've got 3 checks up here. Hopefully, 2 of them are what I need, or what I'm looking for, or are at least items. That's 1. That is not 1. Please let Moldorm have the last one. Like, if I can just find the hammer, I'm in go mode. Come on, item number 2. Item number 2, but not what I need. Got the mushroom, we turned it in, checked the shovel. We can't go into mire. We did as much as we could of swamp. We can't go into Turtle Rock. So, logical. I didn't check the hobo. I'm going to be really annoyed if I was on hobo the whole time. And I don't think it was on Hylia Island. It was on Hobo the whole time. Dang. That should be go mode. I'm gonna hope for a better sword along the way, but worst case, I can live with Master Sword. I've learned how to beat Ganon with the Master Sword, and I've got silvers, so I'll be plenty powerful. Like it's not like it's Master Sword silverless. I don't think I'm gonna get any more game completions though for this month for my better completions matter. Almost bean die recovery. I think we're under 70. See, I just like to do it every year just to kind of like put games out and see what happens. Even if it means like it takes me extra time or I don't finish a recovery. The bigger one is like personal goal for next May. I wanted to hit a million gamer score next year in May. Um, Friend of mine, Failure Warning, had said he was going to get it by next May. I was like, oh, I'll go for it too. See, I think that's what stops me from playing stuff off stream. Is I go, oh, that would be a really fun game for me to stream. So like, my list of stuff right now is like, you know, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I've said I was gonna wait to stream it, so I'm not touching it on my own yet. Um, I want to do Gato Roboto is like such a me game, and I have it, and I'm like, I want to start it, but and then I'm like, I want to stream it. And that's the thing, like I know it's a game I'd love. And I'm just like, I have too many things I want to play. I am not at a loss for stuff to play. It's just the time to stream it. And now that I've started doing the ladder races, like I'm taking streams away from myself for that. But I look at it and I go, I'm enjoying the ladder races. Like if I wasn't enjoying these, I'd be like, yeah, I want to do more of that stuff. But like I actually enjoy this. So Some bad routing plays are going to come back to haunt me on this race. I could get matched up with somebody I'm better than and just be like, I might lose because of the fact that I routed poorly. And I'm not happy about that. Like, if I lose by a couple of minutes, I'm going to look at it and go, this is a race I could have won. Because between routing, dying to Landmo, and dying to Mothia, like, those are all things I shouldn't be doing. All things that I know I'm better than. Like, when I route well and I just don't, I lose by amount of time, I'm just like, okay, my execution, I need to continue to get better. This is not one of those nights. Like, this feels bad. There's a lot of checks I could still make here in Swamp Palace, but because we're in go mode, we're just going to go. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else that I've got. Like, there's some weird stuff that I would probably stream on just like a, hey, let's try something weird tonight. But those were the two recent ones that I'm thinking, like, and then I still want to get back to my Nier Automata playthrough. And I've got that Kingdom Hearts run that I started. So many options. And like, I'm home. It's just like I just don't have the time. So busy this week. Really? Interesting. What about it? Just out of curiosity. Seems show offy. Wow. Interesting. I can't argue with your logic there. See, I don't. I'm trying to work on the like the layout of everything. I'm definitely not happy with the ratios of all the different views. And I've been trying to find that right level of everything, and I just haven't found it yet. What, the camera? You think camera should be on the right side in the bottom? The controller, interesting. The only thing is I don't want it over top of the game. I like having the timer there because I think the timer can be is unobstructive there. I want something as minimal as possible obstructing that. Hmm, noted. Yeah, I just don't want the controller over the game. I can choose a different controller. I just have to, I can work with it. This is the first time I'm really doing it on stream, so, I can try to find a different controller look, especially because I'm streaming a Nintendo game and I've got the Xbox controller. I'm playing with an Xbox controller, but the 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 program I'm using had some options, so maybe I can find a different one. Yeah, the problem was that the back, like, do you think the black Xbox controller would be better then? On maybe a white background? The problem was that the black Xbox controller pretty much blended into the black background. So that's why I went with the white controller because at least the controller has a distinct color versus the um, against it. So like there's a good like there's contrast right now. But yeah, if I can change the background color of the black background against the controller, then maybe that'll improve it a bit. There's been no game sound this whole time, or how long has there been no game sound? Interesting. I'll have to figure that out afterwards. Ooh. And it is crossing my mind about what I can do for other kinds of sound. Um, so there is some thought going into that right now. Whether it's like I just put up like a Spotify playlist or something. Yo, how dare you insult the greatness that is Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past? No. Animal Crossing will live and die. This is eternal. I didn't die there. Jeez, Tom, preemptive much? Falling down in a hole is not death. Man. Yeah, I'm wondering why that. What I clicked. Yeah, at least let me die first before we say I died. The honesty is the fun part. Come on. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm very curious as to why the sound got all messed up. Well, I'll just have to figure that out after the race is over. Okay, go measure a monster. Well, there was ether. I was hoping for another sword here. Oops. Time you still heading into the office or back to work from home or a mix now? Mixed, okay. Good to hear. Good to hear. Come on, a sword, a big key, I don't care which. Yeah, it's been a busy week for us. Powder, nice safety for climbing the tower. Still nothing else. Eight ice floors. Ice floors are bad. No, no, yes. Okay. Didn't find a tempered sword. We'll check the few chests on the way up to see if maybe I can find a tempered sword. I can hope for one at least. Yeah, I had no idea anybody couldn't hear anything. Except for me. It's weird. Well, Kesh was here earlier and he only told me about the echo in my voice because of weird setting. But, hmm, interesting. Yes, you are. In a fashion, yep. Well, good luck with that. Crap. Okay, come on, Tempered Sword. Nope. And nope. I got one more chance at the Tempered Sword here against Moldorm 2 and his treasure chest. And no. Okay, so we'll just have to fight Ganon with Master Sword. My execution at the end here has been a lot better, actually. Decent. Rest, not so much. Nice double. Take that. That was a nothing. That's bad. That might have been a triple. It was. Awesome. Okay, let's make sure that we are set to Say done. Because I've got an extra spare bottle and I've got half magic, so I've got plenty of magic to use cape for phase 2. This is going to be so much easier than the expert items Ganon that I did over the weekend. I think that's enough, but I'll just get another just in case. Was. Okay, this Master Sword Ganon fight's a little bit harder at the end here, but we can still pull this off. Jess. Finished. Dang. I had that one if I didn't screw up. Lost by 3.5 minutes tonight. Dang. Like I said, if I lost by only a little bit, I knew what I did wrong tonight. Okay, let's figure out why this is not sending sound. Why it's so quiet. Let's see if we can figure out this. Why are you not outputting audio from the game? It didn't copy over one of the settings. Can we hear the game now? Well, at least we fixed that and whatnot, so next time it'll be better. Yeah, let's see. Did my opponent find Tempered Sword? He found Tempered Sword somewhere. Don't know where, but they found Tempered. So, that also made their ending a lot easier. So to only lose by 3.5 minutes without having Tempered Sword and dying a couple times and really almost last locationing the hammer, I'm not too broken up. Yeah, I don't know where they found Tempered then, because their Tempered was my master. So I definitely missed something. Location-wise, for that Tempered Sword. Maybe I'll check out their VOD and see where they found that, because Master Sword's a lot slower. Overall, like a few spots, a Tempered Sword would have made a big difference for me. Even a Master Sword a few spots. I probably wouldn't have died to Mothula if I had Master Sword for it. I probably wouldn't have died to Lanmo if I had Master Sword for it. But I had Fighter Sword for both of those bosses, and that really slows you down. So, but that's been about 2 hours of stream. We're going to stop this recording because I don't need to record anymore.